Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome to Valkyria Chronicles 4. So, even though I said in the video I don't owe you guys anything, and all promises are off, that doesn't mean, however, I won't play the things I want to play, and I really want to play Valkyria Chronicles 4 now. If you guys don't remember, I said I would actually play this game on launch, and then I wound up not doing it, mainly because a bunch of people ended up getting early copies, so there was a lot of competition, and I usually don't like wrestling with bigger channels for viewership with Valkyria Chronicles especially, but I'm sorry for the wait, and I'm ready to get into this. I know nothing about it. I know literally nothing about it, except for the fact that apparently tanks only take one movement now or something like that. I don't know what it is, but apparently they balanced it a lot better than the original Valkyria Chronicles, and yeah, it just makes me super excited to get in. I don't know exactly what the story's about. I know it takes place at the same time period as Valkyria Chronicles 1, but in a different area, so it makes me very curious as to how they're going to implement the whole Valkyrie thing. I know we are probably up in the northern hemisphere by, like, I don't know how much snow we're seeing, I guess. Anyways, I'll just get started. I'll stop talking. I'm super excited. It's very rare I get to go in on a game completely blind, with no knowledge of what's coming, so this is one of those rare times, and a lot of people are probably excited for it too. We're gonna play on normal, of course, because Valkyria Chronicles games aren't quote-unquote hard, but they can be frustrating.
The day our hometown burned, that was the day we enlisted. At last, we had something to believe in, something worth fighting for. None of us yet knew. We couldn't foresee what this war would cost us. It was a battlefield, but it was where we grew up.
Oh, they're still doing the sketched art style. That was fast. I didn't expect just to start with tank. That's a pretty shot.
Wind out of the northeast, clear skies, and nap time's over. Come on, Raz.
I wasn't napping, just resting my eyes. You gotta relax, man. You are way too freaking tense. Your hands are shaking. So sack up, Commander. It's about time we get ready to roll out. Let's show those imps what's coming to them.
All right. People said there were dogs. I didn't believe them.
A shift in the wind. There.
Huh? You getting those wind whispers again? Imperial's incoming! All right, boys, it's go time!
Whoa, he's...
Squad E, do you read me? Squad E!
This is Commander Claude Wallace. Squad E.
The Imperial forces are on the move, heading for your position.
Holy shit, the way that,
Ready to engage.
Do not let them break through to the front line. We're counting on you.
Roger that. Over.
Good luck, Squad E.
They won't advance until they're done shelling the area. We should have time to prepare. Kai, take a group to that southern hill and slow down their left flank. Raz, take 2 soldiers east and make some noise for me. You got that?
Gotcha. Keep up or get left behind.
Oh, I love the new armor designs.
At your command.
Hoffman, roll out!
With his hairstyle, he almost looks like a male Asara.
All right. Just remember your training.
Oh, I love her little penguin ears.
We can do this.
I don't know what I mean by, like, penguin, but I know she wears, like, a little overcoat. I saw that. But, I'm so excited. Oh, let's do this. I'm wondering if this is going to be the Radiant Dawn to our Path of Radiance here. And for people who haven't watched my Fire Emblem series, that statement will make next to no sense. But that's okay. I was just commenting, like, everyone animates so well.
All Imperial hostiles. Let's stop their advance. Squad E, move out.
I don't know. He doesn't do that as well as Welkin.
All set, Raz?
Just say the word, boss. I'm locked, loaded, and in-freaking-vincible.
Okay. First, we'll see how they respond to some infantry. Squad E, move out.
Player phase, yeah?
Okay. Looks like everyone's in position. Finally. It's time.
It's interesting how it's just kind of dropping us in here.
I'm their commander. It's up to me to get everyone out alive. Concentrate. Remember your training. We can do this. I can do this.
We can do this. Tutorial command mode. When combat starts, you'll see a map of the area and your unit's positions. This is referred to as command mode. Here you'll select the unit you'd like to move based on the terrain and the respective position to the enemy. Move the cursor onto Raz using the D-pad and press X to switch to action mode. Oh yeah, I probably should have said, if this is your first time watching this series, we already played Valkyria Chronicles 1. I'll leave a link to that LP in the description below. I'm going to be talking about spoilers from it, so if you haven't watched that already, I'd highly recommend watching it first. Okay, here we go. Really reminds me of the first game. The map looks the same. Frame rate's a little smoother, obviously, because it's actually made for PS4 and Switch, apparently. So a lot of people have gotten to enjoy this. Okay, so we have some scouts. I don't see anything.
Here comes the pain!
Action mode. Selecting a unit switches them to action mode where they can move and attack. Move a unit in action mode with the D-pad or the left analog stick. The AP gauge at the bottom of the screen, your worst nightmare, will slowly deplete while the unit is in motion. Once that soldier runs out of AP, they will be left unable to move. Oh, there's a barricade. Order Raz to move towards the sandbags. Oh, how does it feel?
Good luck, squaddy.
It feels good. Hopefully they fixed a lot of things, because
Watch 'em run home with their tails
there's a
between
lot
their
of
legs.
tiny things that I think Valkyria Chronicles 1 could have done a lot better. Tutorial, attacking. Now that they have moved into position, it's time to attack. Press R1 while in action mode to enter target mode. Move the crosshairs with the L stick and press L1 R1 to quickly snap between targets. Press X to attack. If the enemy survives, they might counterattack, and so try to make every shot count. Well, should I really do that behind the barricade, though? This is such a long distance for a shock trooper. It seems like it's what the game wants us to do. It's only a 2-hit kill anyways, so.
Wide open!
Oh no! Oh no, this is professionalism right here at its best. Time to plug my controller in 1 second. Okay, ending actions. Troops can only attack once per action. Once a unit is done moving and attacking, end the action to return to command mode. Press the touchpad to end the unit's action. The touchpad can end a unit's action even if that unit has leftover AP or is not yet attacked. Pressing circle can also end your action, in which case a confirmation prompt will appear. Use whichever method you prefer.
I should have expected as much from you.
Alright, well let's not waste our move here. I do see a patch of flowers up there, so perhaps we could hide in them. Oh shit. Sandbags. Sandbags on the field provide cover. Move behind a sandbag and press X. Okay, yes, I know how to do this. Crouching makes a unit harder to hit and negates extra headshot damage. Take cover behind sandbags as you move. Okay. So we're going to end our action here. And we're going to pick up with him next turn. Oh, I'm so excited already.
Damn it, these assholes are in my way. I can't break through this.
Why not? You're invincible, right?
Oh my god. She does wear like a little overcoat thing. I love her voice though.
Are you really getting tripped up over some common foot soldiers? Why don't you ever stop and think,
Oh, shut up. Just hurry and take him out, will ya?
Are you guys like yelling at each other from across the field? Is that random soldier just saying like, guys, I'm relevant?
thought you'd never ask. This won't take long.
Damn, she's already given me good vibes. Don't know who she is. Kai's been deployed.
Now advancing.
Tutorial snipers. The sniper class specializes in shooting down enemies from afar. Zoom in and out during target mode by moving R up or down. Use the scope to line up headshots. Alright. Oh, I can't actually hide in the flowers. I thought I could. I want to get a good look at her, because she wears... Yeah, I really like her design. I dig this. Alright. Oh, snipers, how I missed you. Miss Maria Wolf. Anyone remembers her?
Too easy.
All allies have been taken out.
She smiles as she kills. I can appreciate that. Honestly, it might be better for her just to stay up here.
Let's get this over with.
But at the same time, that sandbag looks pretty promising. I could move him up, but it's a very long distance from him to that other scout over there. This is really finicky. I feel like the cursor is on the map when selecting units. Alright, let's go. That one's in cover. But if we can manage to land the headshot... Got him!
Too easy.
I see.
And we can stay behind cover here. That's most threats taken immediately out of the way. CP and ending phases. Selecting a unit in command mode uses up 1 command point, CP. Command points reflects the number of times you can control a unit per player phase. When your CP reaches 0, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. Press the touchpad or O to end. Okay, yeah. I know it's actually circle, but sometimes I call it O. Be mindful of your positioning before the enemy phase begins. Oh, it actually shows who's in cover on the map. That is so good. I think it actually did that before, but the indicators were really kind of hard to read. Windmill. Of course there's a windmill on the map.
There we go. About time, Claude.
That guy kind of reminds me of what my Monster Hunter World character looks like.
Yeah, I know. Soldiers, forward! Now's our chance to take the offensive.
Backup has arrived. Tutorial, CP and consecutive actions. Command points CP are replenished at the start of each player phase. CP can be used on the same unit multiple times in a row. This is useful for cutting into enemy lines, hurrying past dangerous terrain, or finishing off a tenacious enemy. They said they'll tire out and start... Wait, they said they'll tire out and start each consecutive action with less AP than the last. CP that goes unused during one phase will, however, roll over to the next. How you choose to manage CP will determine the fate of your squad. Gotcha. Whoa! Okay, we got 2 more scouts here and another shock trooper. We got Curtis, who's looking awesome. And Zyga, also looking good. And Nico! They look excited. How about we get a scout up forward? Or even better. Actually, no, it looks like this road's blocked off. So no... Well, it says no tanks are getting through there. Does that mean no people are getting through there? I don't know, honestly.
Hey, Raz, check this out.
Let's grab Zyga here and see if we can... Can we get over this? No, we can't. Well, that's a bummer. We're really far away, so effective damage Aiming in weak points. Critical hits such as headshots deal greater damage than normal. Use L to quickly aim, and then that to line up a headshot. Shots fired will generally land within the circle marked in your line of sight. Increase your chance of landing a hit by lining your shot so that the target is well within the circle. To kill shows how many shots must connect to eliminate the target. This number indicates whether your shots will reach the enemy or if you're aiming at a weak point. Yeah, there's no point in firing. All we're going to do is take damage, so... I'm actually just going to end his turn. Let's try moving up one of our scouts. Let's see how they control. Let's take... I don't know. Curtis is a little closer, and I like how he looks, but let's take Nico, because I like their name. And scouts they feel the same, but I bet they've been debuffed. Because literally there was no point in using anything else before. And that really needed to be fixed sometimes.
Advance carefully.
Got him.
Let them struggle all they want.
Good. That should make things a little...
Are we about to get some Lancers in here? Actually, that's a Gallian tank, I'm pretty sure.
Busting out the tanks, huh? This one's all yours, Claude.
Wait, that's right. We're not even... This isn't even Gallia. What am I saying? Never mind. This is dumb. I'm saying stupid things. Actually, I don't know what side we're on.
Now. Fire up the engine, Miles.
Let me guess. The tank is called the Sabertooth.
Yes, sir. Okay, the Hoffen's moving out. Destroy the enemy tank.
No, it's called the Hoffen. Okay. So that was an enemy tank. I'm just so used to them all being red, but... Are we on the other side? Like, are we? I don't know. Tanks. Tanks boast firepower and endurance far beyond that of foot soldiers. They can withstand gunfire from enemy infantry, making them a solid wall for your soldiers to use as cover. Tanks can destroy objects with a red X on command mode map, either by firing a cannon or driving into them. Tanks cannot fit into narrow passages, so advance with infantry in such cases. Alright, so... Our goal is to use the tank in... I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So it shows an X with the tank, so I'm assuming that means no tanks can get through there, which is fine. So what we're going to do this turn is we're going to move up Hoffen. But we need to make sure that we aren't able to get flanked by this other tank here.
Shame about the flowers.
I thought I was going to be able to knock down that tree, but I was wrong. Tank warfare. Tanks have 3 methods of attack: armor-piercing AP shells, mortar rounds, and a mounted machine gun. Armor-piercing shells are effective against tanks and other vehicles. Explosive mortars hit a broad area with a Ragnite blast to blast ideal against infantry. Mortars travel in an arc, aim for the center of multiple foes to maximize firepower and preserve limited ammo. The machine gun is designed to strike foes who are too close for the mortar and to intercept incoming enemies. Press square to switch the tank's weapons. Well, we're not going to do that because I can't even see the enemy, and I'm not sure if this bullet's just going to clip off this tree or not.
Right there!
That sucked. I'm going to move Nico out of here. Because they are super vulnerable right now.
How does the Federation side look?
So that was a failure of a tank drive, but you know what? I don't know how far the enemy tank can move. I don't know how much their mobility has changed. So I don't want any chance of them getting behind us. Oh boy.
We're fine. Minimal damage.
It looks like it only gets 2 shells per turn, but still. Oh. Okay. Well then.
Okay, moving out.
I guess we'll just drive behind it. Tank's weak points. The glowing blue radiator plate at a tank's rear is its weak point, where even standard bullets can deal damage. Try to get oh yeah, the end of Valkyria Chronicles 1. It's like, why even use tanks when I can just buff up shock troopers? Try to get behind enemy tanks for a chance to take them down, while being careful not to expose your own rear to hostile fire.
Watch out!
Alright, madam. I don't know why I said madam. There's no females here. I mean, there's Kai and, Nico.
Fire!
Oh, that never gets old. You probably could have completed that mission in, like, 1 less turn than I did, if you managed to hit the radiator.
Anyone else want to try? Squatty don't take shit from nobody. Claude knows what I'm... Whoa, you okay?
The flowers.
Oh, yeah. They didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. You're supposed to be commander of the Ranger Corps.
A commander still has a heart, same as a foot soldier. Rank doesn't make this any less painful to see.
Okay, the way he's freaking out about flowers, I hope it's just, like, he's a sensitive person and it's not, like, Welkin too, because I'd really like a different personality type in this commander.
But crying over flowers? Even little girls have bigger balls these days.
Maybe. But what matters is that their hearts...
All right, I get it. Power of the heart, blah, blah, blah. Look, just go turn in your report already, will ya? Can't go get sloshed if we're stuck here on standby.
I love how he's like, but the flowers, though.
Good point. I'll head to the command center.
Yeah, you do that. And tell the brass to send us tougher imps to fight next time, yeah?
Okay, so we are fighting Imperials. Okay. Yeah, I just saw the flag on the tank. Now it makes sense. Alright. We got an A, though. That's okay.
Prologue. Operation Northern Cross.
A new episode has been added. Tutorial book mode. Discover the untold history of the Second European War by viewing this chronicle. Select a new episode to continue. Tutorial saving. Open the menu by pressing triangle. Save to record your progress. Anything can happen out there. Remember to save before, during, and after any combat operations. Weird. I don't think I've ever seen a strategy game say, hey, you should save during the mission. Like, hardly any games ever do that. But, alright. We'll do that right now, then. Let's continue. I like how the new characters look, but I don't know
Sir,
how I feel
First
yet.
Lieutenant Claude Wallace reporting in.
Good work out there. Glad you're still in one piece.
Okay. You look weird. Like, I don't know, you have like a case of baby face.
We're just about to go over our next operation.
You're late. I'm sure you know standard procedure is to report immediately after a mission.
Oh, Minerva. You're reporting too?
Minerva? Really?
That's lieutenant to you, Claude. Don't get smart with me just because we share rank. I've got seniority.
Sorry, Lieutenant Minerva Victor.
Well, let's get started. Minerva, give us a situation report.
Yes, sir. 3 months have passed since we went to war. I won't sugarcoat it. They're steamrolling us. By this point, a third of our territory is under Imperial control. This is officially a crisis.
If it's that bad already, we won't even be able to sustain a war effort.
You're right. And the Empire's only gaining momentum. If If this draws out much longer...
The Federation's finished. If we fall, that's it for Europa. Nobody else could stand against them. The Empire would take total control. It'd be a fascist continent ruled with an iron fist.
That's kind of how they rule. I mean, most of the people on the Empire side did not seem very, thoughtful.
We can't let that happen. Europa's future depends on us.
Damn straight, officer. Federation officer.
Which brings us to now. The top brass finally got off their seats and sent us a plan. A counterattack that can turn the war around in one fell swoop, ready to be put into action.
What are the orders?
We put all our force into one strike. Break through their defenses and hit them where they'll hurt most.
Soldiers, supplies. We'll use all reserves we have to make a final push and capture one crucial enemy base. And we lucky few of the 32nd Armored Ranger Battalion have been handpicked as the vanguard.
Couldn't ask for a better mission, sir. Which enemy base are we targeting?
Think bigger. We take this base, and we take their will to fight.
But how could any one target mean that much to... Wait, you don't mean...
You always were a clever boy, Claude. I think you've got it.
What?
Our target is the Imperial capital of Schwarzgrad. Let's fight back!
Oh, this can only go well.
Operation Northern Cross.
The year was 1935 EC. Two great powers vied to control the continent of Europa. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, a dictatorship known as the Empire. In the west, a network of loosely allied democracies banded together to form the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, Ragnite, for their prosperity, its growing scarcity leading inevitably to war.
That's the same shot they did in the first game.
Might, the Empire captured one nation after another, while the Federation struggled to maintain unity, every battle driving them further back against the wall. 3 months have passed. With 7/10 of Europa falling to the Imperial war machine, the Federation places all its hope in a desperate counterattack. Operation Northern Cross. 6 million soldiers fought in this campaign. It claimed more lives than any other in the Second European War. Federation historians call it the Eastern Theater, but the Empire knows it as the War for the Motherland.
Forward, soldiers! This is the battle you've been training for! Operation Northern Cross begins now! We'll wipe those Imperials clear off the face of Europa! Our time has come! Forward to victory!
Countless soldiers fought and died on those fields, struggling to make their ideals a reality. Ordinary people, thrust into extraordinary circumstances, fighting in the hopes that they would see a brighter future. What follows here is a record of those brave warriors, a record of that battle against the dark. Based on the diary of one Claude Wallace, the commander of the Federation's Galleon Squad E.
So it's being read from the main character's diary. How it all went down. Alright, I can dig this. It is a little disappointing, though, because I feel like we might not see any technological advancements because we're in the same time period, but, you know, they can still do a lot of interesting stuff.
The Battle of Fort Crest.
Because, like, we had a Sarah who made a plane by the end of it, and we had flamethrowers and tons of attachments, so maybe technological advances have been spread throughout Europa. You never know.
Good news, Claude. HQ has awarded you with a medal.
not these arbitrary medals. I swear, like, every time Welkin would open a door, Princess would be like, "You have been awarded a new medal," and Welkin's like, "Great, what does it do?" And she's like, "Absolutely nothing." Participation medal. Meritorious Service medal. Received an accessory as a reward. Capped bullets. Tutorials accessories. This is new. Equipping an accessory to a accessory to a soldier can boost certain stats. Your accessories can be equipped from the uniform section of the equipment menu. Try a few of them on for size. Note that you can only equip up to the number of accessories you own. Okay. Where do I... Is there a button? I guess I'll just go to the next mission.
March the 10th. At long last, we have finally entered Imperial territory. The ferocity of the Federation counterattack caught the Empire off guard. Battle by battle, town by town, we're pushing back the front, with no signs of slowing down. The road to Schwarzgrad is a long one, running at least 1,500 kilometers from friendly territory into the heart of the Empire. But at the end of it lies our target, the capital city. We have a long trek ahead of us, but for now, morale is high. Everyone here believes in this operation. Everyone is praying it'll succeed.
I guess the Empire's not so tough after all, huh, Commander? Give them one good stomping, and all of a sudden they're running off home.
Never mind, you're nothing like Asara.
So are you gonna take a picture of everything we pass? Here, let me have a look at it. Hey, Raz, come on! Stop it, really! You're wasting my film! Wasting? No chance. What you got here is a picture of a future hero. You take one too, eh, Kai?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh boy.
There you go. That's a keeper.
Damn it, Miles! The hell was that for? Freaking hurt,
Quiet.
man!
I told him to stop the tank.
Huh? Everything okay?
The wind shifted.
Is the main character Zaveid? Is this young Zaveid? Seriously, every time he's like, the wind has shifted, and everyone just believes him, so I feel like there's some history with this squad we don't really recognize. Because for someone, like, for them to look at their commander and him go like, oh, the wind's different, and they all hunker down is a super weird concept.
They brought out the big guns.
He's just gonna rip off his shirt in the next cutscene. It's like, you should probably put your shirt back on. And he's like, no, the winds are at my side. And he starts throwing around his pendulums from the tank.
A blast that big could wipe out a whole squad. Easy.
Let's keep moving. A rendezvous point with Squad F should be nearby. Flash.
Thunder.
That's the password. Next time, give us the response before you scare us shitless.
Apologies. I didn't mean to frighten you. Follow me. Lieutenant Victor is waiting.
Whoa, she's a monocle.
Who? Oh, you mean Minerva. And you are...
Corporal Crystal Ward, from Squad F. Indeed. I have the honor of answering to Minerva Victor, the strongest and smartest officer in the army.
Oh, we got a fangirl here.
I assume you saw that explosion.
Oh, we saw it all right. They must be packing serious heat.
A 21-centimeter howitzer. Currently, our worst nightmare.
It must have a range of at least 10 kilometers. We can't advance with that thing around.
Just so. Our mission is to capture that cannon.
Commander!
Good work leading Squad E so far, Claude. Your slow pace, however, does leave something to be desired.
We saw cannon fire, so we've been proceeding with caution.
Keep your excuses. As I said before, the success of Operation Northern Cross hinges on our swift advance. Time is of the essence.
I know.
You try hustling with a huge cannon up your ass. Oh, wait. You already tried and failed.
Oh boy, Raz must be super popular with his superiors.
Down, boy. Claude, have you not housebroken your squad?
The hell did you say?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't insult my soldiers. They're people, not pets.
Then I expect them to act like it. I'm not the one wagging my tongue. Soldiers who step out of line are often the first to die. Remember that, Sergeant Raz.
Yeah. Hope you make it out alive too, Lieutenant.
Oh yeah, some real good tensions and bonds building here.
Commander? There's a good view from the clearing. Maybe we could brief them there.
Claude, come with me.
New episode has been added. We're really establishing how a lot of the characters act. Like, Raz is pretty ragtag. Claude
Allow
seems
me
collected.
to explain your next mission. As you know, Fort Crest has a 21-centimeter howitzer that's blocking our advance.
It might just look like an old castle turned into a makeshift fort, but they've stationed quite a few troops to defend the cannon.
If we get too close, those turrets on the walls will mow us down.
And Kai seems very knowledgeable about warfare and such. I mean, she was able to kind of say how much range whatever cannon had. I don't remember what they called it already.
So when does our own cannon get here?
That howitzer already destroyed it. We were outranged.
Blown up already? How long will the replacement take?
The bridge was destroyed too, so the artillery tractor can't proceed. It will take at least 7 days, though we do have plenty of infantry en route.
Doesn't matter how many foot soldiers we get. Without a cannon, we're just waiting around.
Not necessarily.
Huh?
Time is of the essence. We don't have a week to wait.
I'm really curious to see how differently Claude handles situations from Welkin. I'm also very curious as to if we're ever going to hear about Squad 7 all the way from over here, and if those tales are going to be exaggerated. Like, it'd be hilarious to be like, so, have you heard of the bread girl who's 20 feet tall and shoots lasers out of her eyes? It's like, no. It's like, oh man, this story's really scary.
You're as sharp as ever. Like he says, we can't afford to wait. We'll have to capture the fort without artillery.
That's too reckless. Those turrets would fill us with more holes than Gallian cheese.
It's a dangerous mission, I know. But those are your orders. This isn't your local militia. This is what you signed up for when you joined the Edinburgh Army.
Throwing shade on that militia.
You're right. We enlisted to crush the Empire. Not to commit suicide.
Then allow me to clue you in on something. Crystal, tell them the news.
Yes, ma'am. This morning, the Empire invaded Gallia.
They've invaded?
I knew it was only a matter of time.
What about our hometown? Is Hoffen okay?
All we know is that the battle broke out near the border, at Citadel Ghirlandaio. The Imperial Army, however, is being led by Prince Maximilian himself. Gallia's prospects look grim.
So that kind of sets the time frame this all happens in. Gallia was just invaded on this mission.
Oh, damn it!
Is there nothing we can do?
If Operation Northern Cross goes as planned, the Empire won't have the luxury of staying on the offensive. Our only option is to complete the mission as soon as possible.
Guess we've got no choice then. If our home's in the Empire's sights, then we've got to protect it!
Yeah, let's do it for Gallia!
I really am down for hearing the other side of this war, though. Like, as disappointing as it is, as I said, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of technological advances because it wouldn't make too much sense. It's interesting playing, like, a more experienced squad that was put together and not kind of rushed together like Welkin's was, and having them go on a more, just a different route through the same battle, you know? I'm really curious to see where this goes. I'm actually gonna end this first episode here, sorry. I'm going to try to have the second episode up as soon as possible. But if you like the video, please leave a like to show me that you enjoyed it. And comment if you have any suggestions. And subscribe if you want to be notified when the next one will come out. Thank you for your support on the original Valkyria Chronicles. And I hope I can provide an enjoyable experience equivalent to that. And that you can enjoy it as such. Thank you and see you next time. Right now.